Can you lose weight if you hate yourself?
You can do anything in a positive or a negative way. I mean, it is possible to lose weight even though you hate yourself, but you're probably not going to enjoy the result. It's probably going to be one where you've been looking at yourself, hating your body, hating who you become, hating how you look, and then just every decision you've made is one out of this sort of dark sense of low self-esteem and just negativity and depression and this feeling that I have to do this because I'm so ugly and disgusting or whatever it is that you think. So it's possible, but it's not, the end result isn't going to be great. And you know, something that I always say is the way you lose it is the way you have to keep it. It's not like you can apply this really strict and oppressive energy to getting your weight down and then think that you can just switch gears to being really kind and nice to yourself and just allowing yourself to do a bit of this and a bit of that and just kind of, it's like the energy in which you achieve something is typically the way you're going to have to keep it. So it's better to involve some of the energy that you know you're going to have to be keeping the results with into the actual process of how you got it. So to answer the question, you know, can you lose weight even though you hate yourself? It's, well, yes you can, but it probably won't last and you probably won't really like the result that you got. And you know, it's all just dependent on whether that hate is motivating you to make those choices that you end up losing weight. Most of the time, I think the hate probably just leads you to feel bad, and then you eat because you feel bad to try and distract yourself from that feeling, and then you feel bad because you ate, and then the cycle continues. It's not typically successful.
Are there any tools that people can reduce their negative self-talk?
Well, you know, actually there's a quote that I love that says, "You can't let go of a thought, but when you see it for what it is, it lets go of you." So there's so much power in just seeing it for what it is. You know, it's like when you think about low self-esteem, it's someone making an assumption about themselves and about how good or bad they are, about what they can or can't achieve, and I mean that's a set of assumptions, and maybe it's true, but maybe it's not true. How can we know? Compared to who? Compared to what? Like, I mean, it's natural for us to be critical of ourselves. That's a very human thing, but it's just a thought, and it's not reality. When you see it, it's just a not useful thing. It doesn't help, and it's not absolutely true. I mean, there's plenty of people that are worse than you, plenty of people that are better than you. Ultimately, as well, if you can just act in such a way that you think someone who has more self-esteem, you can act in those ways. I mean, what's the difference between you and them? You know, if you're acting in the same way, it's something that you can build as well. You know, so there's a bit of a fake it till you make it thing there, and then you start small, set small goals, set little things that you see, you get evidence for the fact that you can do it. You see, okay, yeah, I can do that little thing. It's like if you think that you can go from doing absolutely nothing to achieving the heights of all that you want to achieve, that would be arrogance, not confidence. That would be self-delusion, not self-esteem. You've never had any experience in something. You've literally never had any skills in this thing whatsoever. I mean, maybe you should have low self-esteem in that regard, in that that particular context. Why would you? That's silly. So I mean, that's another element of seeing it for what it is. I mean, what it is just a sense of, look, I'm not sure what to do. And so then you find out what to do, and then you start to do a little bit. All you have to do is have a little bit of faith in the fact that you can continue to do a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And that's the process of anything for anyone. Like, you don't jump into something with zero experience and have full confidence. It's, again, that's arrogance and self-delusion, not self-esteem.